Hello and welcome back to my channel. I would like to talk to you all today about lupus. That is one of the 5 autoimmune deficiencies that I have. And if you like what you see, share, hit the like button, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification button when I upload new videos. If you haven't watched the first couple of videos that I put out, check them out. And the very first one I got out there, it'll tell you the backstory. But a brief on this backstory is that in 2004, I went into the doctor with some issues about my hands swelling and my knees were collapsing, and my body was aching. Felt like something was crawling on me, so the first doctor didn't do anything but gave me some braces and sent me home. And I went for like a week again, and I went back and asked for another doctor, and this doctor ran lab work and everything, came back, and this was the diagnosis that they came back with. So lupus is one of them. It's an autoimmune deficiency. It attacks your tissues, your brain, your blood cells, your organs. It attacked my lungs, and I was up for a lung transplant in 2011. But when I went in for my workup with the specialist hospital, they said that I wouldn't even survive the surgery because my immune system's so bad because of all the other autoimmune diseases that I have. So that was fighting against me of surviving this long surgery, or if I made the surgery, surviving the recovery. So it wasn't a good call. And they put me on oxygen, and they started me on a chemo drug that's they knew that worked for my rheumatoid arthritis. That's the other autoimmune I have, and I have that video up too, if I'm not mistaken, on one of the bad days. But it affected me really bad. So they started me on the chemo drug for the rheumatoid arthritis, but they wasn't sure if it was going to work for the pulmonary fibrosis. That was the lung cancer that I got from part of the lupus attacking my lungs, was pulmonary fibrosis. So I went in, and they treated me for the rheumatoid arthritis. They started me on the chemo, and the first time I took it, I felt really well, really good behind it. In 2 weeks, I went back for another dose, and the doctor asked me how was I feeling. I was like, I feel great. He said, yeah, I see you're walking a lot better than you was when you first came in. That I was, because when I went to go see them, I was riding a power scooter. Within 2 weeks, he got me from a power scooter to be back walking with a cane. So I took the second dose, and I left, and he said, I'll see you back in 6 months. And 6 months, when I went back, I was a lot stronger, and I noticed that my breathing was getting a lot better. It wasn't completely there, but I could notice that I can do a little more movement than I used to. And once I went back in 6 months, and I explained that to them, so they like, okay. So I asked them how long would I have to take the chemo. Anyway, they said for me to be mobile as I am, I will have to take it the rest of my life. So I take 4 doses of chemo twice a year. I go the first part of the year, then I wait 6 months and go back the second part of the year, at the beginning, at the end of the year. So I get my 4 doses, and I have to do this for the rest of my life. But I don't mind, because I'm alive, and I'm grateful for that. And I noticed, like I said, it helped my breathing. So it's 2021, and I started in 2011. So I'm doing really well, for the span time that, went from being on oxygen to not on any oxygen at all now. And it's slowed down the growth of the scar tissue covering my lungs, because my right lung, when I went in for the workup for the transplant, my right lung was only had 20% left of it, and my right lung was completely only had 80%. So it has slowed it down a lot. It's like at 75% now, my right lung, and my left lung haven't moved any at all. So it's still at 20%. So I'm thinking that the chemo actually do help. You know, the doctors never had said so, but to me, I feel that it really have helped me. And I changed the way I eat also, because when I first started out on this, they had me on so much medication. So much medication. I think I was taking 18 pills a day, and now I'm down to 2 pills a day. So from 2004 to 2021, I went from 18 pills to 2. So I think I have really improved a lot, you know, over the years. You know, it just the way I had to think and look at things. Yes, I was angry and depressed when they first told me, and I couldn't understand the reason why. Then I had to think and get back on my knees and ask God forgive me for questioning Him for what I'm going through. And once I did that, everything started changing for me. Everything started falling into place. It's that I feel that I'm here to teach a lesson to people, to show them that you can be at your lowest. And I know I have been at my very lowest. And I have came back. And with the help of my Heavenly Father, He have been there and brought me back. It have been a struggle getting to where I'm at now. And I feel so much better. So much better. And like I said, you know, I changed the way I eat. My total diet, I changed that. And I do Mediterranean style, you know, because it's a lifestyle. It's not a diet. Mediterranean is food. Is not a diet. It's a lifestyle. You choose to eat that way because it's special. I know that much, and it's a little expensive at times. It depends on what you're eating, but it's a lifestyle. And then I have changed a lot. I have slimmed down a whole lot, you know, and I really feel good. You know, I work out and everything, and like I said, I'm changing slowly, but slowly I'm getting there. And this year, with the Heavenly Father help, and that I can get through this year, gradually working myself off the sugar and off the flour. So I'm getting there, you know, and there's different things that I want to do, because like I said, with having lupus set the trigger for everything else that's going on with my body. That's the way the doctor explained it to me when they first told me that the lupus is an autoimmune deficiency. And like I said, when it attacks you, and you never know. And I went through a lot. You know, I was stressed, and stress is the number one thing that triggers it all. You could be a sleeping baby for years, but till you get into a stressful situation, it brings all the sickness and everything out. And that's what happened to me. But I'm here to say that I am stronger, and I'm moving forward. I don't let nothing hold me back anymore. I keep it moving. If you're not with me, you're against me. So I keep it going. You know, that's the way I look at life now. And I just want to share, you know, different foods that I eat also. I eat a lot of vegetables, fruits, and I eat grains. I eat poultry. I eat meat. I love shellfish and seafood. I love it all. All that. Sushi is my number one. I love it. So I eat a lot of that also. And I learned how to make it myself. So I know, you know, it's good. I love sushi because I used to eat a lot of soul food, heavy, greasy food, stuff I was brought up on. But I was slim back in the day. But, you know, after you have kids and then you get illness and you put on a lot of weight. And by me, had to breathe on an oxygen machine. I was taking steroids. I was out here. So I have came down now. And I'm still working on that. It's a work in progress, you know. And I had to learn that over the years, you know. And I have a wonderful daughter that helps me out a lot. Also, she tells me, you know, maybe you need to try this, you know, give this a try. And I'm like, okay, it can't hurt, you know, why not? She got me into different crystals and stuff. So I have the bracelets, the charms. You know, I believe in the natural healing. And I think that's part of it too. And how the strong faith that I have in God, that I'm getting through this. Because when I had my first surgery, transplant, it was, well, it wasn't the first one. It was the third, fourth, no, the seventh one. 5, 6, no, number 8. That's what it was. When I had my L4, L5 done. That was surgery number 8. And the doctor did the x-ray and he asked me, he said, how is you walking? He said, yo, you don't have nothing. And he showed me everything. There was nothing there. And I told him, thing I could tell you, it's a good Lord. Because I knew I was in so much pain. I used to get beta blockers in my back. I did that twice. And the doctor told me, when he looked at it, he said, that's what shattered your bones. He said, because your bones are already fragile. And by them needles jabbing in your back, yeah, they're just, you know, that's why you feel like sometimes I get a sharp pain down my leg. One of them, the little fragments stuck up against my nerve. So they had to do emergency surgery to get those fragments out, because he said if one hit, I could be paralyzed from waist down completely the rest of my life. So, okay, let's do this. We got that done. And I was walking the same day after I had the surgery. They get you up walking. And I was up walking. I walked the whole floor. And them doctors looked at me and they're like, you the first one we ever had to do this. I said, I am determined to go home. I'm not going to lay here. And then they had me on a morphine drip. They're like, you ain't no pain. I'm like, no. I said, because the pain that was really hurting me, y'all took care of that. The pain went away after I had the surgery. I have a titanium rod in my back, but I can't bend. But I'm here and I'm mobile. So, like I said, that was surgery number 8. My very first major surgery that I had was done on my right hand. I have the scar here and the scar here and a couple of more scars. I had 5 surgeries on this one hand. And then I had both of my ankles done. And I had my neck done, my C3 through 6. I can't bend my head back or too forward downward. So, yeah, I'm still here and I'm blessed. So, this is what lupus would do for your body. But you got to be strong and fight it. And if you like this video, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, share the video, and don't forget to hit the notification button. When I upload new videos, you will get them first. Namaste.